back, everybody. Today I thought I would do a kind of sounds video with a bunch of items that I have around here. Just kind of doing some crinkles and some rustling sounds. And this first item here is just peanut butter M&Ms, which I generally put in my trail mix with like dried cranberries and maybe some dark chocolate. It's a very simple trail mix that I have. But I do enjoy the crinkle in this bag. Usually when I'm done eating them, I'll just kind of fold in this like bottom area here, so that lays really flat. Flip it over and do the other side. Just gotta get it really, really flat. There are a few little wrinkles I can feel on the inside. I really want to try and smooth out. I think I got everything I can. So I'm going to try and just squish the bottom as flat as we can get it. Try and get the sides really smooth. A few little bumps on the side here that I can see. I'll move over to the other side. Kind of smooth this left side out. Maybe smooth out the middle portion. And the top half here. Try and flip it over and get to the front. Try and get some nice smoothness to it. Get all the air out of it. Try and get everything we can. Maybe we'll flip it around and do the zip lock. Kind of feel the things sort of gently pressing together here. Try not to make them make too big of a clicky sound. I think they might, nope. There we go, we got the corner started here. We'll slowly go along and just get the whole ziplock top. At the very end there. Maybe we can try and fold it all the way up. Without being way too loud and way too crinkly. Probably should have done the ziplock at the very end because there might be just a little bit more air in here that will want to try and escape and prohibit me from getting it all the way flat. Try and get the last part right here. And then just try and get the creases in the top here. Maybe a little bit in the bottom. We can set that aside. And let's bring on this thing down here. So this is a divider from a case for my camera gear. This does have velcro. I don't know how ASMR-ish velcro is. Maybe I'll just do a little bit because I feel like this might be a sound that isn't entirely too pleasant. What do you think? Is this a sound that you enjoy undoing of velcro? Or is it just too abrasive? Probably won't go all the way with this because if I do, it makes kind of a loud sound. And that's kind of the opposite of what we're going for here. So this goes into a divider system for my Pelican case. And this one is sewn together in the middle. And this fabric that is very velcro-y. I do have another couple of pieces. This one here would be used as maybe like a half of this one. And this one is not sewn together, so you can take two of these and velcro them together for similar size. Or you can just use these as dividers themselves. So I also have a lint roller that I really enjoy lint rolling when I watch videos. When I watch the lint rolling, I like the just kind of small dabs. Just getting all these little pieces off. And little hairs and things. Do you like the small little dabs or do you prefer long sort of rolls? It's kind of fun to do in the real world. This is pretty relaxing doing it this way. But when I visually watch, I generally feel my ASMR come out when it's just smaller little dabs like can get all the edges. And we'll place this aside really fast. We'll check out this one right over here. I'm noticing a little bit of lint and some hairs on it. Maybe we can get this little portion pulled apart without being too loud. These little pieces on the ends here. And that looks about as smooth as it's going to be. There's one little stubborn one guy right there. We'll flip it over and get the other side. Little hairs and everything. I got left behind. Okay, and we got that all finished up. Oh, these are the little cases, case dividers. A couple of these left over because I'll do the divide my case out and get it all organized. And then usually have a few left over. At least for me, I usually have some left over. I'm sure there's probably other people who probably want more depending on how small of items they have and how organized they like to get. So these are those case dividers. I have these charcoal bags. I have a small one and I have a larger one. Curious how these ones sound. These ones are filled with charcoal, and the idea is they can absorb scents. So you put them near like a garbage can or someplace that has stronger smells, and then these will absorb them. And then to clean them up, you would set them in the sun. Apparently that will just re-energize them, or maybe let the like particles warm up and fly off of the bag. I'm not sure the science behind how they release what they've absorbed, but I find they work fairly well. I kind of place them near garbage cans and whatnot. And seems to be alright, I guess. Maybe more of a placebo effect. But I did receive these items for free, so I probably wouldn't have paid for them if I didn't, because I generally don't just things unless I can kind of really understand the science behind it. I'm curious how the sounds are for you. Maybe I can pick one of these up and rustle a little bit. Sort of almost gives kind of a walking on the beach or walking in the sand type of feel. Maybe like a crunchy snow sort of effect. A horse galloping in the snow. This one has a little bit of a higher pitched sound. Little tag on the one end. Maybe we can do a little bit of lint rolling on these. Clean off any of the little speckles on here. I do have a giant brand logo on the other side, so probably do the one side here. Get all those little pieces off, and then call that good. And these are the little bags. I'll place the side over here. And you have this black kind of nylon bag. And there's some items in here that I'll pull out and see exactly what they are. You know, they go to like camera flashes. I have a whole bunch of camera stuff I've collected over the years. Sometimes things just get thrown into drawers, and I totally forget what I have. So I'm very curious to see what this is. I know I haven't really looked at it in a while. It's a black nylon bag. Little tab here for if this is not too loud to unzip it. If it is, I will edit it out. Actually, a fairly quiet zipper. Are zippers a thing that triggers your ASMR? I'm kind of curious. Never really thought about that before. The interesting thing about ASMR is there's all these different micro little things that trigger ASMR. It's kind of fun to think about. So in here is, see if we can pull this out pretty delicately without making a big noise. So, okay, this is a flash diffuser. I do believe it's everything in the backpack. And you can flatten this bag out just a little bit. Just maybe give it a fold. It'll stay. It's probably not going to stay. I'm going to go ahead and set this aside really fast. I'm not sure how loud this will be, but we'll give it a look. So this is a flash diffuser. This is probably fairly crinkly. What you do is unfold this part in the back here. There's a bunch of velcro and kind of malleable plastic, so I'm not sure which parts will be loud and which parts will not be. I don't think I've ever opened this up before. Generally we use this when you're doing event photography, like a wedding or something, and I do some event photography, but I have a different flash diffuser that I use more often. The one I use is very simple. It's kind of just a slide on and slide off for the flash. And this one already feels like it's quite a bit of work to kind of get things open and working. So that's probably why I looked at it and put it in a drawer. Generally these things come with a flash that you buy, and usually you have one on yourself that you like more. It's kind of cool that companies will include something just because a lot of times they're not as good a quality or usability as what you've already used. Especially if you're professional, you kind of gravitate towards some of the things. So it looks like you place the flash where my hand would be, and then this will diffuse the light coming out of your flash, kind of an octagonal shape. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sides. let's have some very low crinkly sounds. So not too bad. Maybe I'll try and go ahead and hold it up a little bit if I can. Guess the idea is you gotta just press it all together and then squish it flat and make it like a little pancake. I can maybe try and put it in the bag here. This might be a little too loud, we'll see. The zipper's a little bit jangly. Try and set that down gently. Not too bad. Try and get this zipper all zipped up. Sounds sort of like a motorcycle driving by. And then we'll go ahead and put this aside. And the last thing I have is this microfiber cleaning cloth. I'm not sure if this is a dry cloth or a wet cloth. Figured I could open it up real quick. And this could be the last thing for the sound video. I feel like it's not as crinkly as I was thinking it would be. Sort of very quiet crinkles. Some little designs here. Some little lines. It's probably kind of similar to their logo. Sort of opened it up off camera and now the air comes in here. It's a little better. Looks like this is a dry cloth. It's kind of hard to see against the white table. Just a little soft lens cloth. Nice and smooth and soft. So it's not going to scratch up any lenses or anything. And then the bag becomes much more crinkly sounding. It's very similar to the M&M's bag at the beginning. Suppose they seal them so that not a lot of contaminants or whatnot get in, and you can just open it really quick and clean something off. And that one is the cleaning cloth package.